Hi everyone, I am Brittany, the Cosmic Lunar Soul. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back to my subscribers. Today we have a very exciting unboxing. I guess it's more of an untinning. These are the minis by James R. Eads. This is the Prisma Visions Tarot. If you are familiar with my channel, you know I've done a flip through. I'll put the information up here. And this is the Cosma Visions mini. This is the accompanying Oracle deck. So Tarot and Oracle. So these were Kickstarters and I missed them. So I got the pre-order and they got in today. Well, not today, but for all intents and purposes, it's today. And why don't we go ahead and look at the tins? So I'm going to try to move my light around so you can see this a little better. They are actually a lot smaller. Here is the regular Prisma Visions, and you can see that it is a lot smaller. And I'll kind of compare as we go through, but let's just look at the minis for now. They come in this little tin, and there's some information on the back, quite similar to the large deck actually. So that is going to be very familiar. And then, there we go. So opening it up, we have just a plain tin on the inside. We have the, what is this? The guidebook, which is actually just a like leaflet for both of them. So let's look at this. This is literally just a full color printed fold out of the keywords of all of the cards. This only includes upright, it looks like. It gives a little bit of information about the deck. What I've noticed is that there are no extra cards in these. So it's only the classic 78 card deck, whereas in my main one, my large one, I have extra cards. But I believe that is from the Kickstarter. So looking on the back, I believe this is supposed to be like a tarot mat. So that's kind of cool if you can get it flat enough that it's not disruptive to your reading. I don't know, I don't really use tarot mats much, just because, well, no real reason, I just don't. Here's the Oracle card leaflet. So again, the information about the cards. This is also a 78 card deck. So if you really wanted to, you can combine them into one giant deck to create like a tarot Oracle combo. That would be super cool, and I assume you could do that with their larger versions as well, but I don't have the larger version of the Cosma Visions, which is what this one is. So again, it gives you just the keywords of the cards, and yeah, so it'll be quite interesting because I don't have the larger version. With this, I can always pull up the, to be honest, you can pull up any guidebook that you want, but let's get the decks out. The inside of the box is actually velveteen. It's hard to, let's see if I can get that. Yeah, it's just a black hole to you guys, but it's actually like sort of a velvety inside. So it's actually really thoughtful, because then your cards don't get all banged up. All right, they come wrapped in this little plastic, so I'm going to get that off and I'll be right back. So this is a pure duplicate of the large one. It has the same high foiling. It's almost like a mirror finish, like you can see the camera being reflected in that. These high foiled cards get very nicked up. So let me show you my main deck. So you can see the difference here. Like there's a uniformed lines happening here, and then on the side you can really see just the difference in that. So if you see decks with high foiling like this, You just have to be okay that this is going to happen. That's just the it just is the nature of the beast. For the Cosma Visions, it does also have high foiling or gilding, depends, I guess, what that means, but it has this like holographic nature. You can see that on camera, but it is still quite reflective. It's just because it is darker, you don't really, it looks less reflective, but it really is just as reflective. So I'm assuming that this will age in the same way that the other cards will age. So let's talk about the cardstock. I've never had mini cards before, so I really don't know what to expect, but they are the same cardstock as the big ones, and the cardstock is the same between each deck here. So yeah, that's quite interesting. I'm gonna move this out of the way, and we will get into the flip through of the tarot and then the oracle. All right, so I thought this was really curious actually. The Cosma Visions is like a weird hybrid of like tarot and oracle, with the still going through the major arcana, then going through the minors, but stopping at the tens. And then the court cards are represented as like archetypes. So I actually find that quite interesting. I'm not sure how I'll rationalize it in my head yet, but this is just a classic mini version of a deck I already had. So let's test out the shuffleability of these cards. They're quite tiny, like they should be as mini decks. So they're quite easy to just overhand shuffle and toss around. If you do like flippers or jumpers, they do tend towards that as well. Yeah, but overall, I think it overhand shuffles really well. But let's see what the test is with the rifle shuffle. So let's see here if I can even do it. I think I can. Nope, it doesn't bend. It doesn't bend enough. Ah, almost had it. Almost had it. I'm gonna just pull that apart and put them back in upright. So yeah, not very easy to rifle shuffle, which means these might only be used upright, because that's how I mix my decks up when I read reversals. Isn't the end of the world. It means that I get a chance to try to use this deck differently than I do with the larger version, and give this deck its own little personality, I suppose. Not personality, but you know, its own useful purpose. So this was a very quick flip through. I feel like there wasn't much to discuss, especially since I already had this deck, but I really like this. I have to see how I use it and how it plays well together. Tell me, you guys, what decks you like. Did you like both of them? Did you like one over the other? And if you want to see these in any live streams or anything like that, comment below and let me know. Otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.